Gabby, the happy holiday girl. Who says you have to wait until certain times of the year to get to celebrate? When every day's a holiday, we can combat stress and have more opportunities to have fun with our friends and family. Come, celebrate with me, and together we can live a holiday life. Hey, what's going on, holiday lifers? It's your girl Gabby, and it's time for another excitingly epic edition of Holiday Trivia. Today is International Civil Aviation Day, so let's blast off to the sky with today's trivia questions and find out how much you know about aviation. So let's not delay, get ready to play. It's International Civil Aviation Day. Question number 1. What is the name of the airplane that Snoopy battles in the Charles Schulz cartoon Peanuts? Is it A, Big Red, B, the Boxcar, C, the Red Baron, or D, the Radio Flyer? Once again, what is the name of the airplane that Snoopy battles in the Charles Schulz cartoon Peanuts? Is it A, Big Red, B, the Boxcar, C, the Red Baron, or D, the Radio Flyer? And the answer is C, the Red Baron. SchultzMuseum.org reports, dressed in a leather flying cap, goggles, and scarf, Snoopy took to the skies atop of his doghouse, which his imagination transformed into a Sopwith Camel biplane. Throughout the years, Snoopy's dogfights against the elusive and infamous Red Baron, based on a real German flying ace named Manfred von Richthofen, captured readers' hearts and imaginations. As their aerial battles raged on, Snoopy could often be seen waving his fist in the air and shouting, "Curse you, Red Baron!" a phrase that still lives on in popular culture. Question number 2. What are the names of the famous brothers who are known as the fathers of flight? Is it A, Wilhelm and Jacob Grimm, B, Wilbur and Orville Wright, C, Frank and Jesse James, or D, the Marx Brothers? Once again, what are the names of the famous brothers who are known as the fathers of flight? Is it A, Wilhelm and Jacob Grimm, B, Wilbur and Orville Wright, C, Frank and Jesse James, or D, the Marx Brothers? And the answer is B, Wilbur and Orville Wright. History.com says on December 17, 1903, the Wright brothers, a pair of self-taught engineers from Dayton, Ohio, ushered in the era of flight when they made the world's first heavier-than-air, powered-controlled flight near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Even though they were off the ground for only 12 seconds, the Wright brothers soared into aeronautical history. After their historic journey over the dunes of the Outer Banks, the brothers wisely gave up their joint bicycle business to focus on flying machines. And did you know the longest recorded distance that a paper plane has flown is 226 feet and 10 inches? I don't know how well your paper planes fly, but mine are usually like 5 feet. That fun fact is from paperplanedepot.com. Head on over to my sister podcast, A Holiday Life, for more information about today's holiday and become a holiday lifer. I also have a website, holidaylife.com, where I give out free monthly activity calendars full of activities for each holiday. So head on over to holidaylife.com now for more podcast and free fun. On to question number 3. In the pop culture Star Wars spinoff, The Mandalorian, what is the name of the gunship the bounty hunter Din Djarin flies? Is it A, Naboo N1 Starfighter, B, Star Destroyer, C, Millennium Falcon, or D, the Razor Crest? Once again, in the pop culture Star Wars spinoff, The Mandalorian, what is the name of the gunship the bounty hunter Din Djarin flies? Is it A, Naboo N1 Starfighter, B, Star Destroyer, C, Millennium Falcon, or D, the Razor Crest? And the answer is D, the Razor Crest. Star Wars is known for their epic battle spaceships, and currently, for a vintage collector's model of the Razor Crest, you're looking at shelling out a whopping $350, and it's sold out in stores. As a popular toy this holiday season, let the Force be with you when searching for this bad boy. Question number 4. What is another word for a female pilot? Is it A, aviatrices, B, aeronautica, C, captainia, or D, flyer? Once again, question number 4. What is another word for a female pilot? Is it A, aviatrices, B, aeronautica, C, captainia, or D, flyer? And the answer is A, aviatrices. The first ever female pilot was Harriet Quimby. PilotWeb.aero says, in 1911, Quimby became the first female pilot to be granted a pilot's license by the Aero Club of America. By 1912, she had become the first woman to fly across the English Channel when she flew from Dover to Calais in 59 minutes in a Blériot monoplane. And here's our last question of the day. Question number 5. What is the farthest distance humanity has traveled in spacecraft? Is it A, Mars, B, Venus, C, the Moon, or D, Mercury? Once again, what is the farthest distance humanity has traveled in spacecraft? Is it A, Mars, B, Venus, C, the Moon, or D, Mercury? And the answer is C, the Moon. And actually, we've traveled farther than just the tip of the moon. We've actually gone all the way around to the dark side of the moon. Space.com reports, in April 1970, the crew of NASA's Apollo 13 mission swung around the far side of the moon at an altitude of 158 miles, putting them 248,655 miles away from the Earth. It's the farthest our species has ever been from our home planet. So, how did you do? Did you get 3 or more of today's 5 trivia questions correct? If so, prepare for spaceflight. It only cost $250,000 to travel to space with Virgin Galactic. You should book your ticket now. If you like today's podcast and want more information about today's holiday, subscribe to A Holiday Life on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcast from. I have new podcasts released daily, filled with fun ways you can celebrate the holiday of the day. You can follow the trivia more by following me on social media by using @HolidayTrivia on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, and by using @holiday_trivia on Twitter. I hope you continue to enjoy the holidays, stay safe, and live a holiday life. I'll talk to you tomorrow.